Welcome to Pull the Pin Already, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But I promise you, I'm giving them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. Let's pull the pin already. I wasn't going to
Cha-ching.
go into your antics, trying to drag me
I
in.
did. I thought I'd bait you in on that one.
No peer pressure here.
Yeah, you're not easily swayed, huh? I like that. I like that. Stand your ground. Well, welcome back, Nate. Welcome back, our loyal listeners. Welcome back to our new listeners. Just hit that like, share, subscribe button and all that, and you know the deal.
Can you say welcome back to new listeners or just
I
welcome?
did, didn't I? Oh, God, that's why I suck at
Tell
this.
us, if you're a new listener, that's how the show goes. Get used to it.
Yeah, right. Well, it just shows we're not perfect, but we are average veterans, so our opinions matter. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take some headlines and we're going to talk about the world we live in based on those headlines, whether you read the article or not. And we're going to tell you how to feel, think, and react. And why is it important we do it, Nate?
Because we're average veterans, better on the world, and we know everything.
Exactly. So why don't we go ahead and share some of our insight with the world around us?
Boom! We're running quick today.
DOJ says written version of Biden's classified docs interview with her omitted, repeat, and filler words. Did you know about this?
This headline looks like a repeat and filler word headline. Good Lord.
You're right. It is tough to read. It's tough to understand. Well, basically, Biden was interviewed about his documents, and then he went to Congress, and they talked about, they did the congressional hearing over it, and everybody kept saying, we want the audio tapes. And they said, no, the written, version of it is what came from the tapes. So they lied. They were pretending that it was accurate transcribed from the audio, but it wasn't. So apparently they were accusing him of lying because Joe sounds like a bumbling idiot. And they're 100% correct because they actually admitted it now because they're pressing and pressing for these audio files. Why won't you give us the audio tapes? It's over. You already given us the written documents. So if there's nothing to hide, just give us the audio tapes. What are you hiding? Well, apparently they're admitting they're hiding. And I will tell you, based on my judgment, and you may agree, them admitting that there was omitted, repeat, and filler words is probably not even the worst of it. He probably said crap that contradicted their point, and they're trying to hide it by softly omitting to some of the other stuff.
What's going to happen to them that they admitted this stuff?
Nothing's going to happen,
okay,
dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
Waste
I know.
Of a headline. Waste of a headline.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to talk about this stuff because people have to see that this is constantly happening every freaking day. Every day. Just because it isn't happening to you or just because it's happening to your enemy does not mean it's okay. The DOJ should not be lying and deceiving the American people and then show up at your door to arrest you for something they said you did. They need to be the utmost integral part of our entire country, the people that enforce our laws. Why is it so hard to find people of integrity again? I can't get this off my mind, dude. Like, even pretend you have integrity.
It's the system is so corrupt for so long now. You never have a good system anymore.
Right, but the system's not corrupt. It's the people that are corrupt.
Well, sure, which makes the system corrupt. So it's all the same.
Right. Well, I get it, but the system itself, the Constitution, was written by some wise, great men to prevent this stuff.
Well, it didn't prevent it, did it?
No, because the people running it, if they ignore it, then there is no Constitution.
Yeah, if they're not being prosecuted by other people being crooked with them, then keep on being
more
crooked.
And if you take an oath to uphold the Constitution, but you're going to turn around lying to the American people, what's your oath? The oath means nothing. So it's not the system. The system's been set up.
What's the repercussion? That's the problem. There's no repercussion.
Well, the problem is
then if you do a repercussion, it's an insurrection, and these people are so bad. And
right, because who's holding these people accountable?
Nobody.
More corrupt people.
Mm-hmm.
So then they got dirt on each other, and they're all corrupt. So yes, an insurrection. Even though that one I think was staged and set up and all that stuff, I mean, at some point, enough is enough. People are going to have to revolt. I mean, that's how the country was formed. People were fed up, and they had to fight with their own stupid counterpart. I called it stupid again. They had to fight against their own brothers because people wanted to be useful idiots. And guess what? Think about this, dude. Think about the people who lost the war in the Civil War. Were they wrong? Did they admit they're wrong? Or right now, are they still bitter, thinking they're right and they should have won.
Or nothing, they're all dead.
But you just think about it from a human perspective, though. You know what I mean? Like if you get into an argument with somebody and you get a judgment against you, let's say an election doesn't go your way, and you're like, oh, it's an unfair, illegitimate president, unfair election. You, are you wrong? That's the problem with people. They take everything so to heart. It's your character. There's things I believe I'm right on. And at some point, that's where the I told you so enjoyment comes from, right? It's a horrible thing to do, be like, I told you so. But just like your kids, dude, look at your kid. You have years of experience on your children. And somehow they think they know better than you. And you tell them that's not a good idea. This is what's probably going to happen. And then it happens.
I love it. Told you so.
But do you think they're like, oh, I was wrong? Or do you think they're finding an excuse or what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are kids. We have grown ass adults doing this. DEI, the mask mandates, all this crap where they're wrong. It all turned out wrong. The Covington kids, like everything turned out wrong. But how many people have the integrity to say, hey, this was wrong. Hey, my ideas suck. Hey, I bought into this ideology that's really bad and it's not working. How many people are saying that?
None.
Very few. Very few because they have no integrity. They're making excuses and finding other ways around it. Well, Trump's a bad man. He had mean tweets. So that justifies you using the DOJ against him? Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand these people. And I've got to live with these people. And you know what's the funny part about all of it, Nate? They think I've got a problem.
You do. To
Yeah,
them. To
right.
them.
I am a problem because I challenge them on their own integrity. I mean, I don't know if I told you that story about one girl I was talking to. I'm not going to say her name, but she was talking to me, had a conversation. I tell you about that in front of her daughter and her daughter's friends about living with a man before she marries him. So, like, this is the point, and she's like, "Well, I like to live with a man before I marry him," and I understand that because you want to see the situation before you're in it. I get that, but you claim to be a Christian woman. You don't live with a person before you marry them. That's not Christian-like. So you're telling me you're a Christian and then you're going to argue with me about a point because I pointed out I'm judging you? Like, are you kidding me? You don't have the integrity to say, "Hey, you might be right. I'm going to do it anyway." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's it, And she's saying it in front of these young, impressionable women, young teenage girls, standing into it, making me look bad, like I'm the wrong one. Now I could be wrong because
I,
God and
s-
religion could be
I
useless.
saw I forget where I saw it. It was on TV. It was a guy and a girl, and she was talking about how to be, strong, independent woman. I don't need no man, blah blah blah. And he's like, "You claim to be a strong, independent woman. You don't need any money from a man, but yeah, you're collecting alimony from your ex."
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so at the end of the day, these people, like, when are you going to wake the hell up, look in the mirror, and say, you know what? This is what I'm accountable for. Like, I know my delivery sucks. I know I probably don't. I probably rub people the wrong way, not because of my integrity and my intentions. It's my delivery. I know that, and I own that. You know what I mean? But this this
Well,
this society is getting sad. So
I'm,
is this headline. Let's go.
I'm going to deliver the
Yeah,
next headline.
you got to. Idaho bar goes viral after declaring June heterosexual awesomeness month. I love it. I love it. But why would that make you mad? Not you personally, but why would that make someone mad?
Because they don't like all heterosexuals. It should be equal.
Oh, because heterosexuals are always getting a month. No, I didn't see that. I've never seen that on my calendar. No one ever celebrated my straightness.
Well,
Oh,
Idaho bar is.
oh, because we're not oppressed, right? Because we're not marginalized. Gee, I wonder why nobody marginalized me because nobody knows that I'm sleeping with women unless they're involved or in my bedroom. Wonder why. Not sure I run around saying, "Hey, look, I'm a heterosexual. I'm a straight man. Hey, I'm a straight man. Look at the colors I'm wearing." But yeah, so I'm marginalized because I keep my sexual life to myself. Wow, what a weird concept.
So would you go? Would you go to this bar?
I would
No, you won't.
just to make a point, but I don't
No,
go to
you won't.
bars
You
really
don't
anymore.
drink. I was gonna say you don't drink, so you wouldn't go to the bar
Well, I still go to
anymore.
bars. I still go to.
Oh,
You know why I would go to bars? Because if people don't like this, they're not going to be in the bars. And I would like to meet people of like minded who have some
I like it.
semblance of common sense.
You were
You know
my
what I mean?
DD. You're my DD plenty of times because you
Well,
didn't
yeah,
drink and still went to bars with us, which was nice of
that's
you.
what I'm saying. And I can have fun at a bar. I can have fun just being out. You know what I mean? And I'd rather be out with a bunch of people who see things, in reality than fantasy land.
Yeah.
So I have outlets for Fantasyland. There's places I want to get away from the world. I'll play a video game here or there. You know what I mean? I got those outlets, and there's times I want to be around that. But I don't want to live in Fantasyland, and that's what these people do. They live in Fantasyland. Did you not see? Oh, I should have sent it to you. There was I'm sure it was doctored, but it was a tweet that had this guy. It said "gay man," and he's like, "Hello, I'm gay. I'm from Iran. We exist." And then the tweet right below it says Iranian government, and it said not for long. Probably very insensitive to you people, but these are the fools that don't understand that that's a real thing.
And these are people that support those other countries that don't support their own
Exactly,
what they're trying to.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it just shows how ignorant these people are. But
Well,
God bless them. I hope they find Jesus. I hope they find a way to help themselves. But
yeah,
let's
these
go
people
ahead.
help themselves.
Oh yeah, speaking of Free Palestine, protesters block Philly Pride parade in oppression Olympics standoff.
That's so they're the
Definitely a
people.
right wing article, right?
Well,
The language.
the people, the Free Palestine people are the same ones that support Pride, but
But not
what?
always, not always,
Well,
because I don't think Muslims or Arabs that
okay,
they don't think they endorse the gay stuff.
you're right. Okay, well, these
So
colleges
there
better
is
letting
some
this
crossover.
crap
There's some
happen. Yeah,
crossover,
you're
right?
right. But
There's a
what's the
whole
what's the
liberal
problem? What's
faction.
the problem
Sorry,
with the Olympics? The Palestinian can't be in the Olympics, or Palestine can't be in the Olympics, or
no, it's an oppression Olympics. It's like two teams competing to see who's more oppressed. That's why I say it's right wing because they're
oh,
making an
oh,
innuendo or whatever they call that, a reference that these people are competing with each other for who's more oppressed. Yeah,
and but in Philly is not the place to do it because that's a very liberal city. So
right. The only thing that would have been better than this is if Black Lives Matter joined in and it was a full out riot and we just what I mean, we just start taking the numbers down. Okay, that one's no threat. That one's not a threat. Yeah, I mean, like, so this just goes to show you. I think it was last episode I talked about this coming after the woke. They're going to eat their own. Like I said, at the end of the day, here with you're not wrong. Like the Palestine thing still kind of overlaps with the wokeness. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of people on board that are talking about Palestine that have no idea what Palestine is about. But you also probably got a good group of them that, are Muslim or Arab that really don't support any of this stuff. And those are the ones probably just trying to take over the country. But they they overlap, and this is hilarious. This is the example of the woke eating the woke. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about the Uyghurs in China, the Muslims in China being slaved and all that stuff and in camps, but oh my, don't mess with the Palestinians, right? So all of this stuff is just woke crap, and it's all hypocrisy, I guess, or hierarchy. I guess people just think they deserve to be right, but they know we're right. They know it in their heart that we're more right than they are. They're just mad.
my opinion is always right because it's my opinion.
Yeah, and they're just haters. They're mad. So
Move it on.
yep. You go, Pennsylvania. Huge. Oh, speaking of Pennsylvania, look at
Same.
this.
Move right
Huge.
on.
Right. So while these people are fighting over there's a huge lithium discovery in Pennsylvania. Could support what? Huge lithium discovery in Pennsylvania could. There should be a comma, right? Could supply more than a third of American needs. So why those guys, right? So why the liberals were all rioting and in the streets having their little gay parades and stuff, the conservatives were digging for lithium, and guess what they found?
A
Enough
lot.
to supply one third of America.
For how long?
That didn't say, but if you read the article, you'd know. I'm assuming they're going to mean for more than a week, but at the end of the day, that's good because that's batteries. That's exactly what this electric vehicle push needs is more batteries.
Are they lithium batteries that they're using?
I assume they're going to use the lithium to make batteries.
Oh,
What else are they going to use it for?
I don't know.
There's no other priority in this country other than electric vehicles.
Yeah, but we
So
can't drill in our own country.
no, right? Well,
That's
see, I
not.
mean, that's the funniest part of all of this stuff. Like, again, man, I don't even want to go. Like I said, I'm just right now. I'm seeing circles like this light. I'm just seeing like three circles because I'm just so. I mean, my blood pressure's up. I need to slow down. I don't even have a drink. What the hell's going on here? But
This is the last headline we can get. We can get to this episode.
Yeah. Well, we can put up. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know what else, dude. I'm done. This is, even this show, if it didn't allow me to vent and connect with, you and some people in the audience, it really wouldn't be worth it anymore because I'm getting so tired of talking about the same stupidity.
Well, the person that picks the headlines could pick different ones, and we won't have to talk about the same stupidity.
Well, it's not easy to pick headlines, dude. And I will gladly turn that over to you if you'd like that duty.
You'd have no headlines if I was
Yeah,
on
exactly. So,
duty.
so as soon as we get another person on here that wants to be in charge of headlines, I'll just talk. So yeah. So either way, speaking of talking, I'm done with it. So why don't we get out of here?
Talk us right out of this episode.
Why don't you do our closing for us, huh?
All I know is my part. You got to do your part.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Nate, for being here. Thank you all, Christine, Johnny. We see you. We recognize you. We love you. Appreciate you. Thank you all who've donated to our website that's not up. Um, if you do websites too and you want to not solicit us because we don't have any money, we need your money. So yeah, we were open to that. Ryan, I'm talking to you. Where you at? I don't know, but maybe I should try texting you. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and like, share, subscribe. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pen ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.